Good evening. Hi, Alyssa and Ginger. Nice to see you. Thank you for being here. Chloe and JB, good evening to you. Thanks for joining us. Hi there, Kim. Great to see you. Well, it's a beautiful night here in Cormierville. Dead calm. Clear skies, as you can see. But it's cool, 60 degrees Fahrenheit. It's about 14 or 15 degrees Celsius. And well, there's a few moths coming in now. I was about to say there's not much here. There isn't a great deal, but at least there are a few moths. Same temperature there, I guess, Ginger. There's Dan. Hi, Dan. Good evening to you. Yeah, there's a definite chill in the air. I feel like I should have put a heavier jacket on tonight. .28 Celsius in Smyrna, 82 Fahrenheit. Yeah, that's kind of warm. I don't think I'll feel that temperature again for about another 10 months, probably. No, that's okay, Ginger. I don't think there'll be enough moths to keep me out here too long. And there's no wind, so it'll be fine, thanks. Hi, Ryan. Good evening to you. All right, light on. I'll start over on the left edge here. This is a sharp-angled carpet moth. Down there in the lower left, a bit out of focus, is a white-banded toothed carpet. White-banded toothed carpet moth and sharp-angled carpet moth on the right. That's the white-banded toothed carpet there. Somebody walking on our lens. It's a common gluphisia. Certainly been a reliable species for us on most of the nights since the middle of June anyway. I think that's another white-banded toothed carpet there. Flame-shouldered dart. Another one of our most reliable moths, pretty much since our first stream. I think we did our first moth check. If I'm not mistaken, it was the last day of May. Or maybe it was the 30th, something like that. very still tonight. A bit earlier when I went out to end the regular stream, around 9:30, about an hour ago, I heard a number of warblers going over. Here's this is American ear moth, already gone. And who's this little fellow here? Oh, that's our reticulated, excuse me, reticulated fruitworm moth. It's another white-banded tooth carpet. Flame-shouldered dart. I hear a thrush going over. Sounds like probably a veery. What is the pug under the reticulated? Oh, good spotting. I hadn't even noticed there was a pug there. That's the wormwood pug. Who said that? Whoever it was, good spotting. I think it was Alyssa, but I'm not sure. No, it was Ginger. Good catch there, Ginger. Wormwood pug. Wormwood is another name for mugwort. Artemisia is the genus. It's a real common plant growing in our yard here. Ah. Okay. A few gathering in here. All flame-shouldered darts and white-banded tooth carpet. Sharp-angled carpet there on the light fixture. Lots of carpets tonight. Another white-banded tooth carpet. A few micro moths here that I don't recognize right off. Looks like the same species there. Two of them. Same. No. This here is this is the aster. What's it called? Aster leaf roller, I think. What's the name of this one? We did see one once before. Pretty distinctive pattern. Aster leaf roller. I'm pretty sure we saw one a few nights ago, but I don't think we saw it very well. And we have lots of aster in the yard, yes. A-S-T-E-R, aster. See some aster right here. Our yard is just full of aster and goldenrod. Most of our asters are blue. This one here is actually white. It might look pink, but it's actually white. There are a few asters that are white rather than blue. There's even goldenrods that are white. This here is spirea that's gone to seed now. And this would be a vetch, which is a vine that has climbed up the spirea. It has beautiful purple flowers when it's in flower. Very attractive to butterflies. Meanwhile, back at the moth sheet, dark spotted pothos has come in. And yes, those are the forelegs that are sticking out in front. Dark spotted pothos. Sorry, I can't seem to get real good light on it. Maybe here. Pretty unique shape. That's it, Ginger. Thank you. I hear some more, a couple more veery calls overhead. Yeah, really strange shape and strange folds in the wing. And the wings also, when it's perched like this. Nice. Oh, more veeries. What is the purpose of its design? I'm not sure, Ginger. I really don't have any idea why it's such a unique shape. There's another species of pothos in the northeast called the pale spotted pothos that has the very same shape. So it's kind of unique to that genus, pothos. But what function it serves, if it serves any, I don't know. Wow, there are a lot of thrushes calling overhead. Ooh, this is, I don't think this is a reticulated fruitworm moth. I think this is a different species, but I'm not sure what it is. I'll have to check that one out. Well, maybe it's just a worn reticulated fruitworm moth. I guess it's got the same pattern. Some of the lines were dull, difficult to see. Let's go over to this side here. We have a gypsy moth. Male gypsy moth. Also known as spongy moth now. here is let's see. I guess it's the same. This is a sweet fern geometer up here. I think this one is the same, just worn, just a bit faded. Yeah, it is missing part of the hind wing on the right side. Probably a bird grabbed it. That's our little Apodamus alveolana that we see quite often. And a flame-shouldered dart. Take a look up here. We've got a micro moth. A nice pattern, but I don't remember the name. Ancyllis is the genus. Ancyllis, Ancyllis. Sorry about, I don't know if on your end you're seeing the color changes in the sheet. I am. Sometimes it's turning quite orange. It's just the camera having trouble dealing with the light, I guess. And I think this is a broken line leaf roller. Alyssa, you see green flashes. Wow. Broken line leaf roller. Well, I'm really close to the ultraviolet light. It's right here. So maybe that's what's affecting the camera. Here's a nice little micro moth. Somewhere. There it is. That's a divided Olatrudis. That seems to be about it on the sheet. We'll take a look on the right edge here. I see a couple of flame-shouldered darts. Looks like probably another wormwood pug. Another flame-shouldered dart hiding in there. Three-line leaf roller. Mosquitoes. There's a cute little micro moth. This one's in the genus Charutis, C-R-E-U-T-I-S, Charutis. And it feeds on, the larvae feed on apples. think we've seen these before, but I'm not sure. More thrushes calling. The moth is worn and overexposed. Over here is olive arches. I'm hearing some pretty loud music. I'm not sure if it's coming from inside the house, whether Jean Marc is playing music loud, or if it's coming from a few kilometers down the road. This is American Idea. We've seen this one a few times, but not too often. American Idea, I-D-A-E-A. It's I-D-A-E-A. Idea. That's close enough. You could be right, Ginger, actually. I'm not always right on these spellings. And in fact, I'm not always right on the IDs either. So. Gypsy moth is still here. White-banded tooth carpet. Another common Gluphisia. There's a grass veneer. We haven't seen many grass veneers lately. There's one up here that just arrived. Not sure which one that is. Could be leeches. Leeches grass veneer. I think it is. The L-E-H apostrophe S. Leeches veneer. If it is, it'll be a new one for us. He's up here walking on the light. Doesn't like the light. This is a Spirea leaf roller. We haven't seen one of these for a while. We were seeing them back in June. Those pale lines on the back are not because it's worn. Actually, this one is very, very, very fresh. This is exactly what they look like when they're really fresh. You call this color puce? Yeah, here's a better look at it from down here. Spirea leaf roller. Feels like a new one, although we did see them earlier. This is something in the genus Aethes, A-E-T-H-E-S. This is Aethes species, A-E-T-H-E-S, yep. It's a genus in the family Cotylidae. And there are a bunch in the genus Aethes. They're difficult to get down to species. Sorry, I've got mosquitoes biting me everywhere. Here's a buff-tip epinodia. I'm really well covered up except for my hands, and I've got a hood over my head, but the mosquitoes are still getting inside the hood. Oh, that one on the top is a beautiful pattern. Some kind of an Olathrudes. The one on the bottom is Apotamus alveolana. That would look really familiar, which only means I've probably seen it less than 50 times. But it is kind of a unique pattern. If that's the true color, yeah, if those are the true colors on it, it actually could be something I haven't seen before. Yeah, it sure is marbled. It's a good word. It's got a nice golden head as well. There's some gold coloration inside the stripes there. Kind of hard to see on this camera, sorry. Looked like a negative photo of one another. Yeah, to a certain extent they do, eh? I think this top one's in the genus Olathrudes. That's a huge genus of micromoths. Oh, here's our grass veneer again. I think it's leeches, grass veneer. I'll check that out. There's a pale beauty. I didn't notice that before. Pale beauty with the Apotamus alveolana down below it. Excuse me a second here. Mosquitoes in multiple places. Okay. What else do we have here? I'm still not convinced that that's... This is reticulated fruitworm moth here. And I guess it could be. Yep. Seems to have the lines pretty much in the same places. Ooh, yikes. There's our marbled moth again. Yeah, I think you're right, Alyssa. I think it's just a worn reticulated fruitworm moth. Greep. A veery calling. It's kind of sad to hear these birds leaving. All these neotropical migrants that have a long ways to go, heading to South America. It just seems like they just got here. I can remember the first veery was around the 25th of May here in the backyard. It seems like it was just a couple of weeks ago, but three months. We often think of the warblers as our birds, you know, but actually they spend more of their life in Brazil or Venezuela or Peru than they do in Canada. Hello, Christiane. Welcome, Christiane. Nice to see you. I hope you're doing well tonight. Taking a little break from sleeping. Oh, sorry. Mosquitoes are really going for my palms tonight, and they're so sensitive. I see a pedogramma up here. Way overexposed, but I think it's a zigzag. Let's see if I have my card here. Not sure. Could be a worn zigzag, I guess. And we'll do a final check over here. Oh, here's a false crocus geometer, I believe is the name. Haven't seen one of these for a few weeks. False crocus geometer. I hope you can see it well. It's at such a low angle I can't really see the screen of the iPad. I think I'm pointing it in the right direction. Okay, nice. Looks very fresh too, so maybe another generation. The second generation of that species. There's a Baltimore snout up here. Kind of well camouflaged. on these old shingles with remnants of paint here and there. There's Brianna. Good evening, Brianna. Nice to see you. That was Zestia. This is a very bleached out, sharp angled carpet moth, I believe. Yeah, Ginger, Zestia dolosa. Good. Yeah, it's been through the washer and dryer a few times. I'm just going to slowly check my way back across the sheet. Not sure what kind of what is this? I think this is northern variable dart. Which would be a new species for us. Northern variable dart. That's it, Ginger. Newbie. Her pentagram is right up there. Newbie Chloe. Break out the champagne. There's a spotted grass moth. Zestia dolosa. Getting warmed up. Twitching everything. I'm waiting for him to lift off here. Wow, lots of veeries. Lots of veeries up in the heavens overhead. Yeah, any moment now. All right. Well, he's still there. And one final look over here on the left side and we'll call it a night. Hi, Wolf. Nice to see you this evening. I hope you're far enough away from that new hurricane when it crosses. I guess it's going to cross the Panhandle and somewhere on the northwestern Gulf Coast. I think it's going to stay away from Alabama. It looks like it's going to cross through into Georgia and South Carolina. Ooh, Georgia. That reminds me, JB and Chloe. You guys are going to have to batten down the hatches. I don't know what that is that I've been staring at here for a while. Can't even find it now. Kind of looks familiar, but it's just the name's not coming to me. Our pale beauty is still here. You are expecting rain, but hopefully that's all. Yeah, I think the winds should be pretty much died out before it gets to you. Do you need any rain there, Chloe? This is the pale beauty, Wolf. In every sense of the word. White banded tooth carpet again. Yes, Christian, this is a beauty. A pale beauty. And the common gluphisia again. Not sure what this is. It's a snout, one of the snout moths. Kind of interesting how the wings, the outer wing kind of bulges. About 2/3 of the way along, it bulges and gets quite a bit wider towards the tip. Yes, Christiane, there are many moths that look like butterflies and vice versa. One of the fastest ways to be sure of whether you're looking at a butterfly or a moth, as you probably know, is to look at the tip of the antenna. If the tip is swollen, bulbous, larger than the rest of the antenna, then you're looking at a butterfly. And if it just tapers off at the tip, it's a moth. But they're really very, very closely related. In fact, in most languages, they don't even recognize differences between them. They're all papillon, or they're all called I think in the French language, they're usually just called, even the ones at night, although sometimes they're called papillons de nuit, but often they're just called papillons, whether they occur day or night. And scientifically, morphologically, there's very little difference between the groups. And actually, the skippers, which are usually lumped with butterflies, are kind of an in-between group. But skippers have bulbous tips on their antenna. All right, I don't see anything. As I mentioned, it's around 60 degrees or in the very high 50s. I'll try to get a name on this one. You can see the snouts sticking out in front. Yeah, ginger saw common checkered. What's it called? Common checkered white? Common checkered skipper. Yeah. I think is a fairly common skipper through most of the U.S., but it doesn't make it here into the northeastern part of the U.S. or into eastern Canada, so I've never seen them here. It's an ichneumon wasp. Sorry, I guess it flew away. All right, take a last look at the moon here, and I'll say goodnight. Walk out into the open a bit here, so we'll have a better view. And if I turn the light off, since this light probably isn't going to make it to the moon, there we are. There is loud music coming from way down the road. I'm not sure whether it's recorded music or a band, but anyway, thanks everyone. I appreciate the support, and I'll keep plodding away at the moths. Hopefully we'll have some warmer nights. Thank you so much, Alyssa and Ginger. Really wonderful to have you typing out the names. So nice. Thank you. Thank you. Ryan says we're going to have a blue supermoon on Wednesday. We're looking forward to that. It's supposed to be, I know the next 2 days are supposed to be sunny, but I think Wednesday we might be getting remnants from Hurricane Franklin that's going to pass by Bermuda and then swing out to sea. We're supposed to get some rain from that, I guess. Thanks, Dan. Appreciate your being here. Kim, thank you so much. Alyssa, you had fireworks there? Good night, Brianna. Thank you. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. Christiane, I hope you are able to go back to sleep and have a good night with happy dreams. Thank you for joining us. Hey, Chloe and JB, thank you so much. You guys are the best. See you tomorrow. Good night, Wolf. Thanks so much for being here. My pleasure hosting. It's very kind of you to thank us, hosters. All right, I hope I didn't miss anyone. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks again. Bye-bye.